In the quiet of a late afternoon, a storm brews within the home, turning a peaceful space into a battlefield of raw emotions and sudden, sharp outbursts. There is a silent, stinging pain that many parents know, the moment you reach out in love, only to be pushed away by your own child. The silence that follows a tantrum is heavy. You stand there, wondering where you went wrong, feeling the weight of rejection pulling at your weary heart. But what if that push wasn't a rejection of you? What if those harsh words were actually a coded message of a love that is currently overloaded? When a child lashes out, they aren't trying to hurt you. They are drowning in a sea of feelings they don't yet have the words to describe. You might feel like a failure in these moments, but the truth is far more complex and beautiful than the anger on the surface suggests. This rejection is a paradox. It is the sound of a nervous system under siege, reaching its limit in the only place it feels truly safe. Ask yourself, do you feel rejected? Because understanding the why behind the away is the first step toward healing for both you and your child. Your child's anger is a shield, not a weapon. They are protecting themselves from a world that has become too much for their little hearts to bear. Let us peel back the layers of this difficult behavior to discover the biological storm occurring inside their developing minds and nervous systems. Welcome to the journey of decoding the most difficult moments of parenting, where "go away" actually means "help me find my way back to you." To understand the meltdown, we must look inside the brain. It is here that the biological foundation of a child's behavior is built and managed. When a child is overwhelmed, the amygdala, the brain's fire alarm, takes over. It signals an immediate threat, even if the danger is just a big emotion. Think of it like a kettle on high heat. Eventually, the pressure builds up so much that the lid has to fly off to release the steam. All day long, children are like little soldiers. They follow rules, share toys, and sit still, using every ounce of energy to hold it together. This constant effort leads to restraint collapse. By the time they see you, their emotional fuel tank is completely empty and they can't pretend anymore. Home is where the masks come off. The safety they feel with you allows the dam to break, letting out the flood they've held back all day. In this state, the logical part of their brain literally goes offline. They can't reason, they can't think clearly, they are simply trying to survive the moment. Nervous system overload means the world feels too loud, too bright, and too much. Their fight or flight response kicks in, and they choose to fight you. When they push you away, they are reacting to a physical sensation of being too full. They need space because they are already bursting at the seams. It isn't a choice, it is a biological necessity. Their body is demanding a release, and you are the only one they trust to witness it. Their no is a survival reflex. They aren't trying to be difficult, they are trying to regain control over a body that feels like it's exploding. Understanding this brain-body connection changes everything. It turns a behavioral problem into a call for physiological support and unconditional patience from the parent. They need you to be the calm regulator for their chaotic internal storm. Your presence is the medicine their racing nervous system is searching for. When you stay calm while they are falling apart, you are teaching their brain how to eventually find its way back to a state of peace. It is a biological bridge built on trust. They fall apart with you because they know, deep down, that you are the one who can help. Why is it always the mother? Why does the child save their worst behavior for the person they love the most in the entire world? It feels like a betrayal, but it is actually a profound compliment. You have created a bond so secure that they don't fear losing you. With strangers or teachers, they wear a mask of goodness, out of a survival need to belong and be accepted by the outside world. They don't fully trust those people with their mess. They only trust you with the ugly, raw, and unedited version of their deepest inner struggles. Imagine a ship caught in a terrifying hurricane. The waves are crashing, the wind is howling, and the crew is exhausted from the constant battle. The ship doesn't try to unload its heavy, dangerous cargo in the middle of the ocean. It waits until it reaches the safety of the harbor. You are that safe harbor. The moment they see you, their soul knows it is finally safe to drop the heavy weights they've been carrying. The pushing away is them throwing the cargo overboard. It's messy and chaotic, but they only do it because they know the harbor won't crumble. They trust your strength more than they trust their own. Your stability is the only thing that allows them to fall completely and utterly apart. It is the ultimate paradox. I am pushing you away to see if you will stay. I need to know your love is bigger than my mess. They push you because they know you are unshakable. They reject you because they are certain that your love is a permanent, unbreakable anchor in their life. This certainty is the foundation of secure attachment. It is the greatest gift you can give, a space where they can be their worst and still be loved. When you look at it this way, the rejection feels less like an insult and more like a sacred responsibility of the highest order of trust. Underneath the shouting is a tiny heart saying, "Thank you for being the one who can handle the parts of me that I cannot handle myself." Cherish this paradox. It means you are doing something right. You have built a home where emotions don't have to be hidden or feared. We must learn to shift our perspective. We need to stop seeing an attack and start hearing the desperate cry for help hidden within. When a child screams, "I hate you," or "go away," their mouth is saying one thing, but their nervous system is begging for something else entirely. The toddler pushing you away is no different from the infant who once cried for milk. Both are communicating a state of intense, overwhelming internal need. The behavior has changed, but the root is the same. It is a loss of connection and a desperate attempt to find safety in the chaos. When you stop taking it personally, you stop feeling like a victim. You become the observer, the helper, the emotional detective your child needs right now. It takes strength to look past the hurtful words. It takes a mother's heart to see the scared little soul hiding behind the mask of anger. This is a necessary emotional release. If they don't let it out with you, where will it go? They need to clear the pipes to feel whole. Decoding the scream means understanding that their anger is a secondary emotion. Underneath it lies fear, exhaustion, hunger, or just pure sensory overload. They are lost in a forest of feelings without a map. When they push you, they are trying to find their boundaries in a world that feels limitless. Don't join them in the chaos. Be the lighthouse. Your job isn't to stop the storm, but to provide a safe place for it to pass. They aren't bad. They are having a hard time. There is a world of difference between a child being a problem and a child having a problem. Protect your own heart by remembering this. Their words are not about you. They are about the storm inside them that they cannot yet name. Your empathy is the thread that will help them untangle the mess. Stay present, stay soft, and wait for the weather to change as it always does. By remaining the adult in the room, you provide the scaffolding they need to eventually learn how to regulate their own big, scary emotions. The shift from tactic to need changes your response from anger to compassion. And that is where the true magic of healing begins. Sometimes, the best way to be there is to give them room. Physical space can be the most loving gift when a nervous system is overloaded. Sit on the floor, lower your heart rate. Your child is scanning you for safety. If you are calm, their brain will begin to mimic yours. This is called co-regulation. Your nervous system acts as a biological pacemaker, helping their racing heart and mind find a steady rhythm again. Wait for the sigh. That deep breath is the signal that their logical brain is coming back online and the survival mode is finally fading away. Speak softly. Use fewer words. I'm here. You're safe. I'll wait for you. These simple truths are the only things their brain can process right now. Your quiet presence says more than 1,000 lectures. It tells them that their big emotions aren't powerful enough to drive you away or make you angry. They are borrowing your peace. Let them take as much as they need. Your stability is an endless resource that they can always rely on. The reconnection starts with a look. A soft, non-judgmental glance that says, "I see you, and I still love you, even in this messy state." Wait for them to make the first move. Let them choose to come back to you. This empowers them and honors their need for autonomy and space. When the arms open, the world heals. The moment of repair is the most important part of the entire cycle of a meltdown or conflict. In your lap, they find the world again. The rejection is forgotten, replaced by the profound relief of being understood and accepted without any conditions. This is the art of presence. It isn't about fixing the child, it is about being the container for their experience until they can hold it themselves. The storm has passed, leaving behind a cleaner, clearer air. Your relationship is now stronger because you survived the tempests together, side by side. You are their anchor. You are their peace. You are the silent healer who turns a moment of rejection into a lifetime of secure, unbreakable connection. To all the mothers who are tired, who feel pushed away, and who wonder if they are enough, you are doing a magnificent job every day. Remember that your child's rejection today is proof of a love so deep that they dare to be their most vulnerable and difficult self with you. Be as kind to yourself as you are to your child. You are not just raising a human, you are protecting a beautiful, complex, and developing soul. Thank you for watching Decoding Baby Cues. Keep listening to the heart behind the behavior, and trust in the power of your unwavering, steady love. Because in the end, it's not the storms they will remember, but the fact that you were always there, waiting with open arms to welcome them home.